Okay, guys, we left off last time thinking about writing a claim for your author's craft essay, concentrating on one craft move, or thinking about several. These were your notes from yesterday, and I need you to add on today. Our mission today is to plan your essay, plan how your essay will go, and maybe even begin drafting your essay. If you need to, pause the video now and add this last line to your notes that you had dated from January 11th. Take a moment to do that now. Pause and then press play when you're ready for the next step. We are going to write your author's craft essay using this boxes and bullets plan as your guide. Remember, you have two possible options for which type of claim you want to go for. Do you want to write about one craft move with 3 goals that it accomplishes? Or do you want to write about 3 different craft moves all working to accomplish one goal? The choice is yours. You don't need to do both. You need to choose one claim. One of these options will work for you. So I will start first with my story, Wild by Cheryl Strayed, and I'll show you how you could do either one of these options for boxes and bullets. In Wild, Cheryl Strayed uses symbolism to stir empathy, show character motivation, and support the theme of the story. So for option 1, here's the craft move. I said I would use one craft move. Here it is. And then the goal it accomplishes, it stirs empathy, shows character motivation, and supports the theme. So here's how I build the boxes and bullets. I already have my first box done. I'm going to write stir empathy. Remember, that means feeling the emotions of the characters. I'm going to leave a few bullets here. Write the next box. The next one is show character motivation. You know what I do next. Add a few more circles because those will be my bullets, and I'll show you what those bullets will be soon. The last box, only 3 boxes because I have 1, 2, 3 goals here. Support the theme. Now, I'm not going to totally fill out my boxes and bullets plan today, but I will start to show you what you include. Now, in this paragraph of my essay about symbolism, the craft move of symbolism, I'm going to need to have an example of symbolism. And instead of just throwing that idea out there, I'm sort of going to use the RA race strategy here to start to fill in what will go in my bullets, what will go in my paragraph. And you know the race strategy, you're probably saying it to yourself right now. It's to restate kind of the question. So it's not really restating the question, but it's restating this part of the thesis. Something like Cheryl Strayed stirs empathy with symbolism, right? That's me restating the thought, the topic of this sentence. Answering the question, I've just done that in the restatement, so that's answering. Then I'm going to cite evidence, and here's the big one. Cite evidence. That is a quote from your book. The quote must be a symbolism quote because I said that she uses symbolism to stir empathy. And then the E is for expand or explain. And that's where I'm going to take the symbol and take the quote and explain how that symbolism stirs empathy. I'll repeat that here, R-A-C-E. So for how it shows character motivation, you will restate. So you might say, symbols show character motivation. That's both restating and answering a little bit. Then I need to provide a quote. My quote is going to be the Snickers bar quote. If I flip back to my notes, I'll be able to find it pretty quickly on my 3-column plan. The voracious eating quote on page 278, paragraph 6. And that showed her motivation. I'm going to just write the little note to myself that it's the Snickers quote. And then when I'm explaining that, how does the Snickers quote show the character motivation? Remember, if you think back to that quote, she's talking about how her trailmates are voraciously eating these Snickers bars and she's so hungry. It shows that her motivation is that she will hike on no matter what the obstacle is. she's motivated. I would repeat that. Bullets down here, 4 bullets, kind of doing the RACE a little bit modified because the R and the A go together. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. Restate, answer, give the evidence, and explain your evidence. Probably even giving the page and the paragraph number. Okay, so for option 2, though, you're doing a little bit of a different technique. Same technique, rather, but a different plan. So your plan would look a little bit different. Here's my option 2 essay. Still going to do some boxes and bullets, boxes and bullets, boxes and bullets. This is a great graphic organizer that you can use anytime you're asked to write an essay and plan it out. So for option 2, let me just cover up option 1 so it's not in the way for now. In Wild, Cheryl Strayed uses inner thinking, description, and symbolism to show how she generates a new version of herself. So here is inner thinking, description, and symbolism. Those will be my 3 boxes. Inner thinking, description, and symbolism. To show how she generates a new version of herself. So every time when I'm restating, I need to say that her inner thinking, or maybe her inner thinking, shows us her developing identity, shows readers her developing identity. Okay? Her inner thinking, if I flip back, I think it might be the same page, 279. Here it is. Inner thinking, page 278. It's right here, page 279, paragraph 1. So I'm going to include that quote from page 279, paragraph 1, about her inner thinking, about the owl and how the owl is so strong and so gentle, maybe. And then I'll explain how the inner thinking shows how she's generating a new version of herself. Guys, this is the boxes and bullets plan that I want you to make for your essay. So remember, you go back to the claim and you do the fill in the blank. Here's option 1 claim. Here's option 2. And now you go through for yourself. You fill in the blanks. You've done that pre-thinking about what the craft moves and the goals are. And you will make your own boxes and bullets plan today. If you finish making your boxes and bullets plan for today and you're ready to move on, after you've made your boxes and bullets plan, I recommend you talk about it with your writing partner and see if there are any conflicts that they see or if there are any mistakes that they think that you've made. Remember, you don't have to do an option 1 and an option 2. You're deciding which of these essays are you going to write, an option 1 or an option 2. Okay, guys, be amazing today. Off you go, write.